The figures are from 15 to 35 centimeters tall, cost from 225 to about 1,300 euros, and capture every detail. Creases in the sitters' jeans, glasses, and even their striped mufflers. Timo Schädel worked on developing this imaging technique for a full year.
The idea behind it is the family portrait of the future. We're trying to expand on the classical medium of photography by adding the third dimension and revealing new visual angles.
Adman Timo Schädel and his business partner Christina Neurohr tested a range of printing procedures before they achieved miniature figures of this quality. Once they had, in June of this year, they started their own company called Twinkid.
I'd already had lots of experience with 3D from working in animation, and I was inspired by the possibilities of the 3D printer. Then I discovered multicolor technology, and suddenly the idea was just there.
Euromaxx presenter Christina Staats visited the company to see exactly how it works. As a first step, Timo Schädel asks his customers what kind of image they're after and explains how the procedure works. Then comes the actual picture taking. In the scan room, 100 cameras are arranged to shoot photos of the subject from all possible angles.
It doesn't matter what camera you look into, but we'd recommend you keep your eyes at this level so they'll be pictured wide open.
In a fraction of a second, all the cameras shoot one photo each. The photos can then be viewed on a computer monitor. The photo scan can be repeated until the customer is satisfied with the result.
The principle behind it is called photogrammetry, in which you look at an object from at least two different points and calculate a three-dimensional image of it.
Special software processes the photos into a 3D model. This can take several hours. Hamburg native Timo Schädel calls it digital handcrafting. His goal is to capture a sense of the subject's character. Then we get down to brass tacks, the printing. Basically, the powder bed 3D printer works much like an inkjet printer, but instead of ink, its medium is plaster powder.
It builds up layer after layer in a powder bed, depositing a liquid binding material. This binds the particles with and without color. After completion of the printing process, you can dig out the product from a large volume of powder.
About 5 hours later, the excess powder is removed with a vacuum cleaner. And we have Christina Staats as a 3D miniature. An infiltrate fixative brings out the colors and details. The business partners are still perfecting the process.
Eventually, we hope to develop this procedure to where the image is even more detailed, lifelike, and sharper. And within a few years, we hope to have it established in the market as a form where anyone might consider using it to make a family portrait.
And Christina Staats gets her own little mini-me. The next question is, does she really want a doppelgänger?
Ja, die kleinen Ohrringe.